What up, players? It's World Boss Tay up in this mode. Let me tell you what we're gonna do today. We're gonna be putting on some paint with Khorne Red. Me Fiston Red. A little bit of, but not too much, Balthazar Gold. Dawnstone. Abadabon Black. And then for the axe handle there, I went with purple. So you're gonna need Sirius Purple and Nagaroth Night. Also use, obviously, the transfer that comes with the Chaos box kit. So for that, I used Micro Sol and Micro Set to help me with that. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to leave a comment down below, and we'll see you in the next video. Hey everybody, so here's our Khorne Berserker. I started painting up the right side just to see how bright I want it to go with the armor. So yeah, let's get started. We're going to start by bringing up the base coat color, Khorne Red. And I wanted to paint half of the model first, just to, I got started on his boot, just to see how bright I want it to go. If I want it to go the very vibrant red, kind of akin to the old blood red, or keep with this darker red color. And I think after trying it, I kind of like the brighter red color. It doesn't look as dull and faded. Now I know a lot of people out there have the darker colored paint jobs in their Khorne Berserkers. In fact, if you even look at the Games Workshop website for their product page for their Khorne Berserkers, it looks like they went to town with the newly released washes. It basically looks like they took the old red gore color, which is now pretty close to Khorne Red, and they base coated their models, painted all the details, and in just all the basic base coat foundation colors, and then just slapped like 4 coats of Devlin mud onto it, onto all the models. Like the shadows are so pronounced and dark, and there's no highlighting whatsoever. It's really interesting. Go check out the Games Workshop Khorne Berserker page. I was thinking that they would reshoot those pictures, because especially when they released the codex for the Chaos Space Marines, just because those pictures are so old. I think they even still have what we used to call the broccoli bases, where they would paint the rims of the bases in green instead of brown. They just look really quite cartoony compared to the newer stuff. Yeah, when I was first in the hobby, all the bases and all the White Dwarves were painted in this really bright color called Goblin Green. Oh, for those of you who remember that. I think like all of my orcs and goblins were, like, I wanted to try and copy Games Workshop at the time, so they were all painted in that color, and it just looks so it looks so bad when I go back now and I think about them. But what are they talking about? Yeah, I think it was at the time when they released the washes, because the old washes for the range, because there's, like I said, no highlighting. It looks like they were painted in their base colors, and then the painter just decided, hey, you know, let's really show off how good these new washes are, that you could paint them onto your base coats and you don't even need to highlight them. But now, after, you know, so many years and so many new painters joining the hobby, and how their, you know, just their image has really been picked up over the years. They've done such great work with their website in making it, you know, able to take orders now, and like their website looks so good and clean, and with all the new models and everything coming out, you just think that they would update their Khorne Berserkers, which is one of the most popular units, I think. I would say, yeah, the Khorne Berserker unit is, for anyone who plays Chaos, you either have a bunch of them in your army, or you have them like in a box somewhere, just waiting to be painted up. Very iconic unit of Warhammer 40,000. Right, so the light is making this Khorne red look very bright, like Mephiston red, but it is Khorne red that we're still working with. So you see now that the shade, the Agrax Earth shade, has dried, how awesome it makes the shadows look between the brass and the red armor plates. For those of you who don't know, the World Eater's original color scheme was not red at all. It's actually white and blue armor. Or white armor with blue accents. So, very interesting. That when they were first founded, not until after the Horus Heresy did the armor turn red. Many say that it was just because they've had so much blood spilled on them. That's a rumor, I think. I don't think that's been confirmed. Kind of like the Night Lord's lightning bolts on their armor. I don't know if it's actually been confirmed by Games Workshop or Black Library that the lightning bolts on a Night Lord's armor are just decoration, or if they're actually bolts of lightning. Does anybody know for sure? Was it actually stated in one of the books? Aaron Dembski Bowden. I know you're a big fan of mine. Yeah, right. My lady boss is making us hot chocolate because we're gonna watch a movie next. Alright, so there you go. I know they're wearing gloves, but I think you paint the leather on the glove red, just like the rest of the figure. You could also paint it black, like it's black leather, but I've left it red because I think it's it matches, and the black as an accent color to pop out from all this red is actually the focus goes more to it if you leave it on their weapons, the bolt pistol and the chain axe. So we're gonna just bring that color up with some Khorne red. I'm gonna let this dry and we'll finish this up when I get back. Thanks for watching, everybody. Okay, so continuing on with our Khorne Berserker, you see that the Khorne red, I was about to say scab red, has dried and left us this really nice dark red color. So if you want, you can really just, if you want, you can end right here with this Khorne red and be pretty, pleased with what you've done. But I thought I'd kick it up a step further, like I said, and start playing with some Mephiston red. So, Mephiston red is one of those colors, like blood red in the previous color range, where you're going to really want to thin it down with some water onto a wet palette so that you do not end up getting really thick, clumpy paint going on your models. And test it out. Yeah, so you see how that really shows up as a really bright red. Like I said, this might not be for you. If it's not for you, then end the reds on Khorne red, and can kick on to the next step where we highlight the gold. But for me, that colorful, almost like candy red is such an awesome color to go with. You don't want to cover completely the previous step that you did, but you do want to make it pop. All these different red armor plates will pop with just a little bit of Ephiston red on the upper areas, kind of like where the light hits it. Yeah, look how beautiful that looks on the glove right there. That extra layer of the brighter red really lets you see how, you know, the colors transition from darker to lighter. I'm reading Hammer and Bolter Volume 2, and it's a compilation of short stories by Black Library authors, and one of them